So what's going on, everyone? Dr. Stephen James here to bring you another video. I can't believe we're already here, but today I'm going to be reacting to the season premiere of Bunk'd Learning the Ropes. And I will also be touching up on a few things I said in the season 6 finale during the outro and critique, but hope you enjoy and like and subscribe for more. See Winnie's growing her hair in. Looks good. It's times like these, technology like this should have a manual override, especially since Parker's gonna have a tough time steering that wheel or using the brakes if they essentially have a mind of its own.
We have so much to catch up on. What did the CIA want? Classified, don't worry about it. More importantly, a little birdie.
Sounds like an interesting story. I require a bit of context at some point. I think there's potential for a great episode there.
I'll try for discreet, but my fashion inspiration words for the summer are look at me.
Isn't it always, though?
We can still hear him.
Brother.
It wasn't true, but there was a legend about the lost treasure of Dusty Tush being tax deductible.
That was a little funny.
Cursed? Why did you let us hunt for a cursed treasure all last summer?
Robbie
Well, I
Cortman
can't really believe it.
directed
The curse was
this.
something my weird Uncle Lurk's always talked about.
Never heard of him.
Then again, he also
Must
loved
be a new
Carol.
director.
They can't do that. Cows have to tell if they're working for the cops, right?
But if Uncle Lurk's was right,
I wonder if
how
she
is
heard
Ray
it.
when the Blood brothers hid the treasure away?
Hi, new friends. Hi there. Are you the new Mustang? Oh, close. I'm the new human. Mustangs have 4 legs and extra
Brother.
vertebrae. Common mistake. Well, not really common, but try not to feel bad. Actually, Mustang is our cabin name. I'm Destiny, and this is Winnie. Hi, Miss. Guess we're not doing handshakes this year.
She reminds me.
Fear, sweat, and girl power. Let me guess, you're kind of a daredevil? Also, a positive?
Freaky.
She's good.
She reminds me of like a cross between Mateo and
I
Gwen.
grew up with my parents' nature preserve, so animals taught me everything I know. But I can't wait to hang out with some human friends this summer. Really tired of saying no monkey business, and the monkeys are like, it's just business, girl.
I like her. She's weird.
Wait, you can talk to animals?
And she's an interesting kind of weird, though.
Amazing. This brand new parasail and self-driving boat is gonna be
A
all
parasail
over the
purchased
summer.
with allegedly cursed treasure. I don't see how that could possibly go wrong.
Check your face. Why you gotta think people's like Corbin?
What is it with Disney and their constant use of the annoying redhead dynamic? No one ever asks for that.
And why didn't you tell me? I got a beeper specifically for this reason. And also because I'm trying to put my phone away and be more present.
I'm sorry. Did I withhold information about something you would find fun and entertaining?
Come on, Destiny. You can't really blame Noah for being sworn to secrecy. This is just like that episode in season 6 where Lou withheld being part of a secret society and Destiny's being jealous and pitiful. And I stated that I didn't like her in that light.
I guess I just finally realized.
Let's just say there's a reason why I named it one of the 6 worst episodes in season 6.
Will we get sprayed? Don't worry, skunks only spray when they're scared. Now, let's do this. Hey everyone, me
Oh! Now who saw that coming?
Oops. Sorry. I saw the airplanes dance.
A spray like that should have blinded her.
Never going to fit in here. You should never come to camp.
Also, it's a pretty interesting parallel to what happened to Destiny in season 6. I'd include a clip, but last time I tried to include a clip on YouTube, it got blocked for copyright, so. Also, I really hope that redhead is not a reoccurring guest star.
Don't pull, buddy.
Most of it was pretty good. The ending, I'm annoyed. So my final thoughts on the premiere episode are as follows. I went into this episode totally expecting to hate it, and it turns out I actually enjoyed it a lot, up until the ending. I mean, sure, the A-plot was a tad on the predictable side, but overall it was okay. If I were to gather my thoughts and so I can explain why I had my gripes about the ending, basically, I felt like it's about to devolve into just a copy and paste of season 6. I mean, now that the treasure they spent an entire season searching for is cursed, does that mean they're going to have to return all the stuff they bothered to purchase? And what the hell was that sequence of Jake getting stuck in the frickin' door? Who does that? Again, I mean, I haven't done my tier list for season 6 yet, but when I do, I can promise you, spoiler alert, he's going to be in D tier. It's as low as it can go. Thing is, there is potential for this to be a great season. Like, for example, I mean, I'd love to see an episode with a bit of context as to Noah's supposed connections with the FBI. I feel like it could be a great episode. Like, maybe one day I'm just spitballing here, maybe Noah could, maybe for an episode, the FBI could come to camp searching for Noah on a secret assignment, or maybe he gets into a bit of trouble with the FBI and they have to hunt him down and his friends hide him. Like, I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. As I've previously stated in my season 6 finale review, pretty sure kids don't watch this show. I mean, tax deductible, only an adult would laugh at that. And even so, I think I didn't even laugh, but I did say it was a little funny. In hindsight, though, it wasn't really that funny. But you see what I'm saying, that kids would not get jokes like that. So I feel like at this point they are indeed marketing to adults. Just another reason. It's just another reason to believe that they're aware that it's mostly adults watching this program. If you heard me referencing how they pulled this show out of a certain body part, I want to make I feel like, I enjoyed the critique most of all in that video. I'll put a link in the description for this finale review, by the way. I thought the critique was the best part, but I think I was watching too many George Carlin skits before making the video.
Blow it out your ass!
Not to say that I don't stand with what I said, but because of putting it that way, it just rubbed me the wrong way, honestly. Again, I still stand by what I said. Now I want to share a clip with you from my React video as to what, or rather who, is bringing in the majority of well, not even the majority, I mean literally everyone who watches this show watches for one specific reason, and instead of saying it here, I'm going to include the clip now. I asked social media if they would stop watching if Mallory James Mahoney left Bunk'd. And it turns out a ton of people agree with me. I mean, there are some who say that they do have other reasons to watch it, but she is the biggest one. At some point in the critique after I said that, I suggested that they should do a sequel following the story of Mallory James Mahoney, and I just said that I'm pretty sure they would flop it, and I realized that maybe that was a little unfair. So here's what I would do if I was making a spin-off focusing on her. I would focus on her family life outside of Bunk'd, and maybe show her, and maybe show the audience what life is like for her at school. And I think quite a few people would agree with that. I'm going to within the same community that I asked that question in the video, I asked another question if they would be on board with that. And while there are admittedly some people who either disagreed or they didn't understand the question, I included the comments of just the people who agreed, but more on those who didn't agree later and why they probably felt that. I have been following this story since season 1 of Jessie, and one thing that remains consistent is the writers and I are not on the same thought process. Like when Jessie was going on, you guys remember Officer Petey, that annoying wannabe actor who is a cop? If I was running things when that show was airing, I would have done an episode where Petey is about to lose his job because he's because the department views him as an incompetent officer, and Jessie offers to help Petey keep his job by helping him get an arrest, which would not only strengthen their friendship, but would also be a good episode. And not to mention, it would display something that, for the most part, is lost on the characters in this program. It's a little thing called character development. Or maybe he does lose his job despite any success or some other circumstance, but maybe he gets his big break on the big screen, just like Jessie did at the end of the show 4 seasons later. So anyway, getting back to the whole idea of a spin-off, again, there is potential there that they could get a lot of people to watch, but I still stand by that statement that they would probably butcher that, because in all honesty, it does sound like pretty mid-storytelling. I just think that they're wasting our time with episodes of Bunk'd, since if a show is carried by one singular character, it's not a very good thing, because what it says about the rest of the program's elements is it's pretty redundant. But again, there's potential for this season to be good, but if it's just another copy and paste, then what's the point? Like, the thing with a new season is it's supposed to be innovative or bigger, and I feel like it's going to be more or less the same. But maybe I'm jumping to conclusions, and the episodes following are going to be great, and this statement is going to age very poorly. Of course, I'm not the type to quit on anything. If I'm still here after 7 seasons, it's because I don't believe in quitting. Another thing I wanted to say in my season 6 finale review, I kept saying that I doubted that they even know why why this program retains the attention it does. The reason for that is because, well, one, it's Disney and they're not one to care about the opinions of their audience, but also, most of all, I feel like she was really pushed into the background of that episode. Like, at least 3 of the guest stars had more lines than she does. And of course, I feel like she was barely in it for this episode either, but I feel like that's because she was just in the C plot and therefore would not make more appearances. Another thing, I have it on good authority that spin-offs are actually bad for actors' careers. What I would do is instead give Mallory her own show and give her an entirely different character to portray within the same universe as Bunk'd and Jessie. Because, I mean, why not? I mean, Nickelodeon did that with Miranda Cosgrove, and at the time it worked out. iCarly was a great program, again, at the time. It actually did age pretty poorly according to the opinions of a lot of people, but I digress. Well, as I've already managed to kill 13 minutes, I just want to make a little send-off. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you soon for the next one. Oh, I forgot to mention that I actually had filmed 2 react videos in one night. After reacting to this episode, I reacted to the season finale of The Walking Dead, Dead City. I actually planned on releasing that video first. In fact, it's already out, so I'll leave a link in the description for that as well in case you want to check that out. And I will also leave a link for my socials as well. And as always, it's Dr. Stephen James. I'm saying peace. Later, guys.